always say that growing plants is all about the journey. It's not about the end result. Because there is no end result. Plants are living organisms, plants are living sculptures, but the focus really is on the living aspect. The plant won't stay the same forever. If a plant can grow and get nicer and prettier and stronger and healthier, then the plant can also decline and get unhealthier and uglier. And to be honest, the rougher and more of a roller coaster the journey is, the more rewarding it is to actually get a nice plant in the end. In the end, implying that there's a goal. Eventually, at some stage. For a limited time only, it's nice to have a really nice plant. Anyway, plenty of introduction. Let me show you a few plants. But first, look at him. Hello, darling. The winter blankie has come out. I've got my crazy rubbish. Have a look over here. This is a mixed pot of anthurium seedlings, and I grew all of them from seed. And I think in September 2022, I think that's really when it started to look like something nice. This one is like a year later, and you can see it's still in the same pot, but the plants have grown a little bit. Now, of course, because there's so many plants in that one little pot, they're competing for light, nutrients, water, space, and so on. So they're kind of all a bit bonsai. They're all a bit stunted in growth, which was by design. There's really nothing I can do to keep that display exactly the way that it is, right? The plant will either grow and grow out of the display, or the plant will decline and die. I know that probably in half a year's time or so, when I have a few more leaves that unfurled, it might look really, really good again. It might then look really good for about 6 months or so, and then there's probably a few plants that grew too well that I have to separate out, which then makes it look a little bit empty again and so on, right? So it's always going to be a cycle. But that's precisely the point of this video, right? It is not linear. The plant display doesn't just get better and better and better, or actually it doesn't even need to be linear this way. It's also not stagnant, right? It's not linear this way where the plant display doesn't change at all. It will change. The question is just, is it changing for the better or is it changing for the worse? And I mean, changing it for the worse is easy. Just do absolutely nothing. Neglect the plant, don't water it, and it will die. How can we make it change for the better without it changing for the better so quickly that we need to fundamentally set it back again?